Welcome back, students. Good morning to one and all. Myself Sir Sunil, your chemistry teacher. We are discussing our unit second, the role of chemistry in our life. Today we are going to discuss about the important point from this unit, chemistry and clothing. All of you please take out your book and watch the video carefully. Okay, students, chemistry and clothing. Cloth is made of fibers. Fibers are thin and many times longer than their thickness. You can see the fibers of cloth with the help of a magnifying glass. Mainly the cloth is made up of fibers. Cloth is made up of fibers. And what is these fibers? Fibers are thin and many times longer than their thickness. Fibers are twisted together to yield long threads of yarn called spinning. This process makes the fiber strong. Spinning process makes the fiber strong. Generally, the yarn loses its sheen, so it is bleached and then dyed if required. The yarn is finally woven into cloth on a machine called a loom. Okay, students, the yarn is finally woven into cloth on a machine called a machine is called a loom. A loom operated manually is called a hand loom. This loom can be operated manually. Loom can be operated manually. That loom is called a hand loom. Run by electricity is called a power loom. Okay. The machine which the yarn finally woven is called a loom. Loom can be two types. First one hand loom, second one power loom. Hand loom means a loom operated manually, that is called a hand loom, and one run by electricity is called a power loom. On a large scale, all this is done in a cloth mill. Yarn can be bleached by using hydrogen peroxide, bleaching powder or sodium bisulfite. Yarn can be bleached by using hydrogen peroxide, bleaching powder, sodium bisulfite. It is dyed by using synthetic material. A large number of dyes of different shades are manufactured on an industrial scale. They have very complicated molecules. Dyes have very complicated molecules. Instead of yarn, the cloth can be bleached and or dyed. Now we are going to discuss about the types of fibers. Types of fibers. There are broadly two kinds of fibers. There are two kinds of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers means artificial fibers. Natural fibers again are of two kinds. Natural fibers again are of two kinds. Those are plant fibers and animal fibers. Plant fibers and animal fibers. Natural fibers can be divided into two again. Those are plant fibers and animal fibers. Plant fibers are obtained from plants. Here first of all we are going to discuss about plant fibers. These plant fibers are obtained from plants like cotton, flax and jute. Among these, cotton fibers are the most commonly used. The most commonly used plant fibers are cotton fibers. Cotton. People in India and Egypt were the first to make cloth from cotton. People in India and Egypt were the first to make cloth from cotton. Who is made? People in India and Egypt made first the cloth from cotton. Cotton plants grow best on black soil and in a warm climate. Cotton plants grow best on black soil. In black soil, cotton plants grow best and in a warm climate. Climate should be warm. Cotton plants favor for warm climate. In our country, cotton is cultivated in Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Okay, these are the states in our country cotton is cultivated. Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Cotton is planted in the early spring. Always cotton is planting in early spring. In about 2 months, white or yellowish flowers come up. After planting, in between the 2 months, what will become? White or yellowish flowers come up. Okay. Slowly, these yellowish flowers, white or yellowish flowers, turning pink to red. After about 3 days, the petal fall off. After about 3 days, after turning pink to red, the petals fall off, leaving behind a green seed-like structure called a ball. Then only a green seed-like structure will be remain there. Okay, a green seed-like structure will be remain there. All the petals fall off. That green seed-like structure is called a ball. Then the ball grows slowly. Then what will happen? This ball grows slowly. After petals fall off, only ball-like structure or green seed-like structure will be remain there. That is called a ball. The ball grows gradually. Then, when fully mature, this ball bursts. When fully mature, this ball bursts, revealing white fluffy cotton containing brown seeds inside. Okay, then it bursts and fluffy cotton will be formed. Clear? Then cotton is picked by machines. Okay, inside the ball there is one seed. That seeds are combed out from cotton on a machine called a gin. By using a machine gin, the seeds are combed out. The gin was invented in India. The machine gin was invented in India. The ginned cotton is pressed. Then afterwards, after ginning process, the ginned cotton is pressed into bundles called bales. The ginned cotton pressed into bundles, that is called bales. A bale weighs around 200 kilogram. The bales are then transported to cloth mills. Clear? This is the production activities of cotton. Okay, students, understood now? Now, the fibers are spun into yarn and the yarn is woven to make cloths. The fibers are spun into yarn and the yarn is woven to make cloth. For weaving, a line of threads is laid lengthwise. For weaving, a line of threads is laid alongside and another thread is placed crosswise, alternatively above and below the lengthwise threads. This is done with the help of a shuttle. This arrangement, lengthwise and crosswise arrangement, is done by the help of shuttle. The lengthwise yarn is called what it is? Warp. The lengthwise yarn is called warp and the crosswise yarn is called weft. Okay. The thread will be arranged lengthwise and crosswise. The lengthwise yarn that is called warp and the crosswise yarn is called the weft. Okay, students, this is a cotton balls revealing white fluffy masses. I told you, we have explained earlier. Okay, please go through the diagram. This is a cotton ball. Okay, maybe you have seen. Clear? Cotton fibers are also spun in rural areas on charkas. By using the charkas, cotton fibers spun in rural areas on charkas. The threads are made into a special type of cloth called khadi. The cloth made from charka, that is called khadi. The making of khadi provides employment to many in villages, especially women. Mainly, this employment will be done by the women in rural areas. The type of cloth made by the charka, that is called a khadi. Here is one diagram. Okay, you just observe what is it? Cotton picking machine. This is a diagram of cotton picking machine. Okay, cotton picking machine. And here we can see a woman doing something, that is charka. What I called earlier, that is charka. One woman is doing the work here. Okay, this is called charka. Now here is a spinning mill. The diagram of a spinning mill, a cloth mill. You can go through it. Okay, students, here you can see warp and weft, lengthwise and crosswise arrangement of the thread. Okay, this lengthwise part, that is called a warp, and crosswise arrangement, that is called a weft. Okay, this crosswise arrangement, that is called a weft. Lengthwise arrangement, this is called a warp. Okay. Now another diagram, something's made of cotton. Okay, these clothes are made up of cotton. Okay, students. Now we are going to discuss about animal fibers. Animal fibers. This point will be discussed in tomorrow's session. Okay, I hope that you understood today's portion. Please go through it and read 2-3 times. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me the doubts directly when the class starts. Okay, till tomorrow's class, goodbye and have a nice day.